Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is this real life? It's been far too long. Good morning. Good morning, Ebby. Good morning, Mugden. Good morning, Grill. All familiar faces. I've missed you guys so much. How have you guys been? It's been, let me think. Based on my settings, the last time I streamed was like November, and then December came around, and I had intentions to stream during December, but then there was a lot of things going on, and then the holidays and everything, and I'm like, okay, streaming during January, but then I got sucked into like a lot of meetings, and it was difficult because a lot of meetings were coinciding with dates of when I usually should stream, but the meetings were taking very precedent over upcoming projects. So yeah, it's still a thing that's going. I'm still going through a lot of meetings right now. So I've been very, very busy behind the scenes, but I'm just like, I need to be here. Hiding behind the counter. I am, because it's been so long. It's been so long. Hello. Too cold to open the cafe. Yeah, have you seen some of the snow? Have you seen some of the snow? I've seen some areas get like over 5 inches of snow. And then I think some power went out. And then I think, what is it? In a couple, I don't know when. I think a couple weeks, I'm expected to get ice. I'm expected to get a lot of ice. Matt, hello! How is everybody? I'm so glad you guys are all here. I'm so glad you guys didn't forget me as I got snowed in for the holiday and swamped with oodles and oodles of noodle meetings. Y'all got snow? It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. It was like really close to, I don't know, it got cold, and then there was 1 week that was surprisingly just hot for no reason. Did you guys get that? It was just 1 week that was hot for no reason. And then now it's back to just looks outside the window. It's like back to dreary coldness. It's ruining your ski season? You do skiing, Matt? You do skiing? I guess I don't ski. I was about to say I ski too, but that's actually a lie. I actually know how to snowboard. That's technically I know how to ski. I've skied once, but I have preference for snowboarding. I usually do snowboarding, but I did ski once. I think skiing is what got my feet in the water to actually try snowboarding. You're bad at snowboarding? I think it's fun. I think the challenge of like locking both your feet in is kind of fun, and you wipe out into nice powdery snow, and that's just like confetti. It's easier to call it all skiing. Yeah, it's true. Just be like, oh yeah, I do snow sport all at the same time. Did you know that there was a Kickstarter campaign for something called Snow Feet? And it's basically like skis, but they shrunk it down to be super small so that they work like ice skates. Yeah, they're just like the size of your feet. I kind of want to try those out. Yeah, the snow skates. I want to try snow skating. If it's anything like skiing, then oh my god. But then also, because they're super tiny, that means you could be a trickster master and do like flips. If you're like coordinated. I'm not very coordinated, so I'm pretty sure I'll just like do flips and wipe out in the snow. That's probably what's going to happen. But yeah, how have you guys been? It's been so long. It's been so long. How was your guys' holiday? I know you guys have already probably had your like holiday talks and talked about it and discussed it. You're probably already over the holidays. It's already like Lunar New Year, and you guys are thinking about Valentine's or taxes or GAD. But yeah, how was the new year? You guys have New Year's resolutions? You picked up skiing very quickly. Skiing is super easy. All you have to know is pizza and french fry. That's all you have to know. Pizza, french fry. Pizza, french fry. Things getting a little too saucy down the hill? Pizza. You want to go faster? French fry. Do the french fry. Do the pizza. You had a good holiday? You got a weighted blanket? How was that? How was that? I got a weighted blanket a little bit last year and I really enjoy it and it's super duper warm. I think they have like certain measurements, right? Where they're like, if you weigh this much or you're this tall, you can, it's recommended to get this weight. I just got the maximum weight possible, I think. So it's very weighted. But I don't mind it. I like it. It's like getting a big hug by a giant sheep. And I don't know. I guess my next question is, how in the world do I wash it? How in the world do I wash it? I can't throw it in the washing machine because I'm pretty sure it would destroy the washing machine. I think there was a lot of warning labels saying, hey, yo, don't put this in the washing machine. So I don't know what to do with it. So it's been in storage. I used it a little bit, and then I put it back in storage when I realized I had no idea how I could wash it. You're so many fireworks? I saw a lot of videos on, like, there was drone nutcrackers. Someplace did a drone, like, they did the whole nutcracker story with drones, and that was super cool. And then, I think I saw some fireworks that was in, Vegas, just because I have no idea, like, where to look for like New Year's. And then I jumped 3 times. Oh my goodness, I've not been here so long that I forgot to tell you guys to jump 3 times on New Year's. That is okay. We can capture next year if I don't get swamped as well. Let me think. There was also another drone show that I saw. A lot more places are doing drone shows. Have you guys seen like these drone shows? Before they were really short, but then now they're like, I don't know if because drones usually have short battery lives, right? Like drones, to my knowledge, the maximum drone battery life is like 40 minutes. So I wonder if drone batteries are just getting a lot better to be able to do these drone shows, or if in the middle of the show they're like swapping out drones, like the drones that are about to die, and they're swapping them out with fresh drones. So it's just like I think the Nutcracker one had like over 1,000 drones, so they just keep flying up and flying down, flying up and swapping drones and things like that. It was really cool though. You should look it up if you're interested. If you're interested in that. I think I also saw there was a One Piece drone show. That's another thing, guys. Guess what? I am finally all caught up and up to date with One Piece. Yeah, I've watched all of One Piece. For real. A journey that started in what, November? Did I start that in November? Yeah, I think I started watching One Piece in like late, mid-November or something. I am now officially up to date. I have spent many hours of my life watching the One Piece, and I am now up to date. I know what is going on. Let's see. How did I miss all these messages? You're bad at snowboarding, but it's easier to call it all skiing, snow skates. You picked up skiing very quickly. It is very easy to pick up. Pizza, french fry. Doesn't help on the steeper stuff. Really? Oh, you know what? No, that's fair. There was one time I went down a hill that was super steep, and I tried to pizza, but I also leaned backwards too far. I think because I was so scared of the velocity that I was going downhill that I was leaning backwards, and that caused me to wipe out. No, but that's fair. Don't wipe yourself out. But it was also fun wiping out. You got a heated blanket? I had a heated blanket too, but then I think I used it too much, so it stopped heating. Less reliable, but still was comfy to heat up. It doesn't work anymore. So now it's just a regular blanket with a big plastic thing on it. You love the blanket? It's like being hugged? Yeah! I love it because it's like being hugged. You can, but not in the dryer, and only if you have a top loader. Really? Oh, aren't a lot of dryers like side loading now? Or front loading? Aren't they like front loaders now? There's not a lot of top loaders. You played many board games? Which ones? Which ones? I know we had a lot of new stuff come in. Like we got a restock on the Attack on Titans. And then we also got the puzzles. And I think you guys have been sending me that you guys are receiving your Blade Rondo already. So that's a lot of exciting stuff. That's a lot of exciting stuff. I'm trying to see if I can, if the warehouse would give little me some of the new products so that I could share with you guys. I think it'd be really cool if we tried to do one of the puzzles together. It's been so long since I've done a puzzle, and it's like 1,000 pieces. I don't know how much that is, like you know, taken out of the box. It's been so long since I've done a puzzle, like I don't know what size these pieces would be. So like, I don't know if I should get like a mat. You know those puzzle mats that people do so that they could like store the puzzle if they're not finished with it? But I'm trying to see if I can get one of those. We can do puzzles together. Hi Pot, how are you doing? It has been such a long time. It's been such a long while. My OBS is technically still broken. I'm just praying it doesn't have a meltdown right now. Basically my OBS likes to crash every single time I close it. And it also likes to crash anytime I try to change any of the settings. So like if I need to do anything small, like change the title or anything like that, if I have to mess with it, there's like a chance it will crash and just die. So then like my process to try to like set things up is like I have to open it up, get it to crash so that I can open it up, and it will ask me like, hey, it didn't close properly last time, do you want to open it in safe mode? And then I'm like, yes, please open it in safe mode. And then I have to open it in safe mode, change all of my settings that I need to change, and then close it, and then open it up again in regular mode, so then I could just exist. I've tried changing settings when I'm on regular mode, and then what happens is when I close it, because it crashes every time I close it, it doesn't save any of my settings. It doesn't save any of my settings. And I've tried going through all of the plugins to see if I could try to like slowly remove certain plugins, but I also don't know how to remove plugins. And I also haven't done a fresh reinstall because I'm quite terrified of losing all of my information and then having to reinsert that in. Which I know, probably, doing a fresh install would fix my issues. Would probably fix my issues. But I also do not want to reinstall everything. I do not want to go through every single setting and every single layer of, like, the cafe. I don't want to have to deconstruct the cafe to reconstruct the cafe. So I'm kind of like, how do you say? Living on a burning ship. I'm living on a burning ship. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I'll find some time to do a fresh install, but it'll take me a while. Nyonya! Hello, congrats on the Heart of Crown Kickstarter. That's another thing! I was gonna get to that too. There's so much to talk about. We launched Kickstarter yesterday for Heart of Crown. Did you guys see it? We funded within 2 hours. It's super duper exciting. I can't wait. The art is super adorable. Did you guys see the new art? I've been like seeing all the behind the scenes for it and seeing all of the new art and how adorable it is. I'm super excited. I can't wait. You're hyped for it and you can't wait to get it. Me too, me too, me too. Me too, me too. And the new coins. Oh my god. And the all foil edition. I am betwixt, right? Because you guys saw how I sleeved my first Heart of Crown set. How it's all like triple sleeved and stuff like that. And now you're telling me that I can now have like a full foil version that's gonna require like me to what how do I sleeve it more than triple sleeving it? I will sleeve the butts out of it. You have to carve big S curves down a mountain? I can't fishtail. I don't know how to fishtail. You know, like snowboarding, they have like you go zigzag down the mountain, and then I've seen snowboarders that fishtail. I don't know how to fishtail. I'm not there yet. I want to. Fishtailing looks super cool. You just got the legendary edition of Blade Rondo. It's so much fun. I've been hearing so many people say it's so much fun. I asked the warehouse if I could be graced with a copy. I have yet to hear a response, but hopefully I should receive one in, because I'd like to open it with you guys. I'd like to open it and see all of the cool artwork and the cards, and I was gonna say sleeve it with their fancy sleeves, but you have to have them clear because you need to be able to see the back of the cards. But that's okay. We need to sleeve it anyway. Clear sleeves or not. Huggatree! Hello! How are you doing today? How are you? How are you? It's been so long. I love seeing all of your guys' names pop up again. It's been far too long. You played Hedge Money. And Amen. Also Kamagami? Wait, and Amen? Amen Re? Or is that supposed to be is that supposed to be ramen? And Kamagami. Eh. Also Blood Bowl. Eh, more Blood Bowl. More Blood Bowl. That sounds like a really fun time. You recently got into playing Valorant? Really? That's the only shooter game I have not played. That's the only shooter game I have not played. I've played Fortnite and I've played PUBG. And I've played no, I think that's about it. I've not played Valorant. I always hear the biggest complaint about Valorant is that the models are so skinny, so the hitboxes are super tiny. That's all I hear about it. But other than that, I don't know anything about Valorant. You got Atlas Mantic game planned as well. You're gonna play that soon? The art of that one is also super adorable. I love it. I love like what was it? The Wonderland theme of it. Speaking of Wonderland, I haven't heard anything about it in a while. But Bossman Eric showed us another game that he was thinking about localizing, and it's Alice in Wonderland themed, and it's super duper cute. It's super duper cute. It's like social deduction, and you have like a tea party, and you have to try to like set up the tea party, and you have to try to figure out who's who or who's trying to be who or something like that, because when they have like a whole setup in front of them, then they win. So you have to try to guess who they are before they finish setting up their thing. It's such a cute little game. Really, really cute. Adorable even. But I don't know where we're at on that. But I know it's something that he was thinking about localizing. You guess there is no export function in OBS? I've been told there is. I've been told that I can save my profile and export it. But every single time I've tried to do that, like when I got a new computer and things like that, every single time I try to do that, it never imports any information. It does nothing. Like, there was one time I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And then I tried to do it. I did the export for both, like, profile and scene collection. And then I tried to import it, and it does absolutely nothing. So I just don't believe this exists. Even though I've been told countless times by everybody that this is a thing that I can do, every single time I try, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. This cafe is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So sorry if some things get a little glitchy here or there. I'm gonna keep trying to fix it in my spare time, but I also have like a lot of meetings. Like I had a lot of meetings, was it last week and the week before? I think I might have had 3 meetings within the same week. And then I have actually another meeting tomorrow. Actually, I have a meeting tomorrow. And then I don't know if I could do streams on Tuesday right now, just because, as you guys already know, there was the weekly meeting on Tuesdays. But then there's been a couple times where, like this week, I had another meeting before the weekly meeting. And then, I think last week, the weekly meeting was even changed to a Monday, which wouldn't be an issue for streaming. But then I had another meeting on Thursday, and it's a lot of like development stuff, right? Because I've been working a lot with the game designers for the upcoming game Oshi Push, and we're getting very close to being able to release some information on it. I've been working with the graphic designer on the card layouts and templates, and I think we've gotten to a point where she's making templates now. So she's making templates so that she could like plop all the information in, so we can show off a couple of things. We're working towards making some promo cards to advertise in a couple of months. During I believe it was well, definitely Offkai and all of the surrounding conventions in that time frame, because I think that's like the time where we're going to like 4 conventions back to back. Yeah, it's like ASEN, Anime North, all of those together. So until I know a more stable schedule, I think right now, at least at the very least once per week, I'm gonna try to be here. I'm gonna try to be here every once per week, because I can't be I can't be stuck in like the kitchen all the time, missing out on all of you. I want to share some of the information that we've been developing. I've been watching a lot of the play tests that the game designers have been doing, and I'm gonna, I think after a certain time, I think I might ask you guys if you guys would be interested in play testing with me, on stream. And they can't stop me unless I ask them and they tell me I can't do that. Well, we'll see. I see no problem with playtesting, right? I see no problem with playtesting. I think a lot of the information is gonna have placeholders, so it'll be fine. We're making sure things work. Hold on. Yeah, I've told you guys that there's been a tabletop simulator of the game for like months now. It's been there for I mean, I think since the start of development. It's been there because the game designers are all remote, so that's how they've been playtesting with each other. So it's been there. It exists. And I've been watching and observing, and I even set up a private playtest with a couple of my friends the other day. Oh, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of chaos. You know when you do blind playtests and it goes exactly the opposite way of it should? Yeah, it was one of those. Hold on, let me catch up on chat before I continue talking about this. Let's see. On SB, when in doubt, snowplow. Yes. Also, Board Game Heaven! Hello! How are you doing? I saw that you've been releasing a whole bunch of videos. I saw that. Are you excited for... Yes, I'm absolutely, totally excited for the foil Heart of Crowns. I am absolutely, totally excited, and I'm gonna need to buy a crap ton of card sleeves to protect them and their shiny goodness. I actually don't think... I have the all foil Tonto set. I think it's still in its shrink wrap. I haven't even opened that because I have to go through and sleeve every single one of them. It's still shrink wrap. I want it so much. It's gonna be so pretty. Let's see. Export, like, your videos? Yeah, you can record. Yeah, I have the videos. It's the profile. So, like, my settings, my scenes and sources. All of the layers that make my setup. It's that stuff. The videos are fine. It's more taxing to stream and record at the same time, but you can do it. I am currently streaming and recording at the same time right now. I actually haven't checked on my settings on what my bitrate is, but it seems to be okay for you guys. I don't do anything too taxing, I think. I recently learned about bitrate. Wait, let me look. What is my bitrate? Oh, okay. Okay. My bitrate is at 6,000, which is the max capacity for Twitch. I learned that YouTube can do, like, a lot more bitrate. But then also, the bitrate. I'm only recording at 2,500, which is less than my streaming, which is a little bit... I should up that to match. My recording shouldn't be less quality than my streaming. Let's see here. I meant more about Aki trying to preserve her settings. Yeah, my settings. Amunre. Oh, that's a board game. Amunre. Okay, okay. You have issues with that too? Profiles work weird in OBS? They do! They're a lifesaver, but then they also are weird when I try to export them. Or like when I try to mess with the settings, so I have to try to make a new profile to like not mess up my current settings. And then when I swap and it just destroys everything and crashes. It's been a while. Hello, Respawn! How have you been? I am so sorry. When did you message this? It has been a while. It has been a while. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad that you guys are here as well. Let's see. The biggest issue with Valorant is the matches are too long. Really? How long are they? 45 minutes? Oh my god. Normal matches are 1st to 13. 13 points? 13 kills? Not the best of. So they can go on for 40 plus. 40. Oh my god. Like a matching can go on. Oh, 25 plus rounds? That's too long. Nope. I couldn't do it. Ah! Pardon. Food's ready? Okay. Appreciate all your efforts? Yes. It's been a lot. There's been a lot of, like, reaching out. There's been a lot of meetings. There's been a lot of wrangling a lot of things together and trying to, like, organize things. Nosy! Hello! Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, welcome back. And Kijur! Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Awesome. Good morning, everyone as well. You gotta look for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are personally not a fan of foil edition, especially considering how humid it is. What? What does the humidity make the foil, like, curl? Or does the foil just get, like, super sweaty? I can see why that would be an issue, but foil's so pretty. Foil's so pretty. That's why you play Swift Play. It's first to win 5 rounds. Oh, okay. Good morning. You're just waking up right now? Good morning. Do you work today? Surely not if you're waking up right now, right? Maybe late work? You got some foil Kamagami because they were free. Free! Yes! Free! Let's see. Definitely missed you, Akiko and everyone. Yes! I missed everybody. I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I've been, like, locked away in the kitchen, just brewing and stewing. Right? I've been there, and I'm just like, I need to go back out. I need to go back out into the cafe. Too much cooking. Too much cooking. Not enough recipes. Too much cooking. Or maybe too many recipes. Maybe that's it. I have way too many recipes going on back there. So, Eepy. Hi, Grill. I know I said hi already. Let's see. The cardstock absorbs the humidity, but the foil side can't. This makes the card... Yeah, that's what I was assuming, that it would make it curl, although... Ugh. Yeah. Well, thankfully there's a non-foil version. So, you know, there's that. You work at 2:30 to 8 p.m. Okay. I hope today's work isn't too bad. I know you work hard. That cooking, but where's the food? You're so hungry. The food is gonna come out. It's like a good bowl of ramen. You know, like a really good bowl of ramen, how like it takes 24 hours. It takes many hours to get that nice rich bowl of ramen. This is gonna take a couple days. It's gonna take some time. It brews a little bit and whatnot. I mean, you guys have been seeing some things come out. Blade Rondo is being received by everybody, and let me think. In terms of Heart of Crown, I think a lot of the things is kind of ready. It's kind of ready. Everything's pretty much ready. They've been grinding really hard on like all of the translations and like laying out all the cards and things like that. It's pretty ready. I don't imagine it would have any hiccups, but it's one of the regular games that like we've worked on. Games that like we don't have too much issue with are the games that like we've worked on and that we have partnership with. The games that take longer are the ones that have licensors that need approval, because there's a lot of back and forth. And I think like for some of the license projects, the licensors were on holiday for like the whole month. So that causes some delays. Blade Rondo, yes! Yes, you told me that you guys were receiving it in. In the Blood Bowl game you played, you rolled 4 6s in a row, then you got 16 on a D16 dice. Your ogre utterly obliterated a rat man. Oh my god. That is some luck. That is some massive luck. Mortal Kombat fatality. So good. Yeah. You've already played it, Kijor. You've already played it. You were telling me how awesome it was. I'm so jelly spaghetti. I'm trying to see if I can get a copy in. Still wondering about the Love Live game? I think... Let me think. I know the information, but I'm trying to think if that's something that I could share. That one? Sorry, I had these things. That one, I think we're actually waiting on, I think, information from the licensor. But it might be one of those things where if it's taken so long, we're not sure, like, if it's still something that people want. Because they're releasing new Love Live. You've only been playing chapter 1 so far, trying to beat the solo mode at least 3 times before you go on chapter 2. Master it. The solo mode is unforgivingly hard. It's Dark Souls hard? Oh my god, really? Oh no. We'll see. Zukun! What's poppin'? Everything. The cafe is on fire, and a lot of projects are moving and schmoving. How are you doing? It's been such a long time. The Love Life game is developed by the same group that did the Love Battle High School game. Definitely interested in that as well. That one took a fair bit of time of development. It is unbearably hard. You have to defeat 5 muses in a row. But the strategy to use to defeat some of them could be completely destroyed by another. The 20 muse is all have different abilities and strategies against you. So having to build a strategy to take them 5 of them, you have to get lucky that one of them doesn't counter you. I've actually never played a solo game before, so this will be interesting to learn Blade Rondo. I've seen how solo games are played, and I know what it's like, but I've never done it myself. I understand how it works, because I was also observing Maisie explain wait, was that? No. I was like, was that the project that Maisie was working on? I've watched her explain my brain. Which one was it? Not that one. Hatclad. I watched her explain Hatclad. When she was explaining Hatclad to me, I was just like, whoa. That one I'm also kind of excited for too. Blade Rondo solo will destroy you, but then again, that would be funny to see. You guys can be my wingman and educate me and show me the ways of solo play. And if we lose, then we lose as a unit. We lose all together. I didn't lose. Speaking of solo, any other games like Epic 7, story RPG / dungeon crawler? Let me think. Not at the moment. I know Epic. Sorry, my brain is now like because there's so many titles moving, I'm just like I know Epic 7 was already wanting to do like an expansion, but I don't know where we're at on that because we're still trying to situate the first release. We want to make sure we take care of all the first releasers first. Aki will lose. That world is like Dark Souls and you will die until you found a way to defeat them. Defeat cute anime girls that want to rip you to pieces. A Dark Souls with cute anime girls. Can you imagine that? Somebody needs to make that. Somebody needs to get on that. You got Epic 7 Arise a few months ago and enjoyed it more than you expected? Really? Really? The miniatures are super duper cute. Super duper. Remember Elden Ring? Remember Tree Bro? Yeah, remember I didn't get anywhere with Elden Ring and made no progress to the game at all? Can you imagine that 5 times straight? But it's a cute anime girl instead in a dress with a staff in one hand and a blade in the other. Can we get like a cute anime girls like Dark Souls? Code Vein? Yeah, but Code Vein, is it really that you're fighting against anime girls or you just have a bunch of anime girl partners? There's a difference. I want to fight cute anime girls. Hold on. Are we looking this up? Let's look this up. Code Vein monsters. They're gonna be like monsters, right? Code Vein monsters. Yeah, you just get cute partners. I want to battle like awesome anime girls. That's what I want. You love Epic 7? We changed some of the rules to make it work better. But other than that, you love it? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Are you gonna paint the miniatures? There is a cute anime girl Dark Souls, that wizard one. I think I vaguely remember that. But I don't remember what it was. But like, that's the one where you can't customize, right? Like it's the static girl. It's just the girl and you play as her. There's no customizing. You're not sure actually? Nobita? Let me see. No. Google is like showing me Dorabod. Dark Souls. Little Witch Nobeta. That's the one. Little Witch Nobeta. That one is so cute. Sorry. It's so cute. Wait, is this out? Is this out right now? It is out. We could totally play. It's an old game? I didn't realize it was an old. You're playing with some house rules yourself? You also never even played the franchise before? No, that's fair. You want to paint your Epic 7 minis sometime. You already paint some Warhammer. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. If you paint them, I would love to see it. I'm still trying to work up the courage to paint mine. I'm trying to work up the courage to paint mine, but I've never done painting before. I've never painted miniatures before. But if I do, of course, I'll do it with you guys. I'll do it with you guys because I've never done it before. But I have to do research on it. A lot more research. I've watched a couple of videos and I've asked a couple of you guys like what your process is or like the go-to tactics, but I'm still massively scared. You still have it on Steam wishlist. You do want to try it? Well, not that old. It's 2022. Wait. Oh. No, 2020? What? This is your release date, September 2022. You brought miniatures to paint recently? Really? Which ones? Which ones? I can't wait to see. I want to see them. I want to see them so much. You guys will like peer pressure me into painting my miniatures. You'll peer pressure me and then I'll be like, go, go. Right? That's exactly what's gonna go on. We'll have miniature painting streams whenever that happens. Speaking of miniatures, you have completely set up a story for your gaming group to do in Arcadia Quest. Really? Oh my god. Arcadia Quest miniatures are super adorable. They're like chonky little chibis. Oh my god. They are Numidian cavalry and skirmishers. Wait. What do those look like? Numidian. If I just look them up, it'll come up. Oh my goodness! Miniatures. Do you have the grass? Do you have like the magnetic grass? This looks so good with fuzzy grass. I'm like looking at painted pictures where they've put like fuzzy grass on the bottom. It looks so good. And you mean a complete story? You intend for us to use absolutely every piece of content in that game. And you have every game and expansion and character piece. All of it. You've done your homework. There's a 140 plus playbook characters. And you have them all. You read them all? You've like studied every... That's so much. Wait. We are going to divide them up between the 3 of us evenly, and I'm going to implement a special rule that will have us rotate the characters out every chapter. Does that not get confusing? To like have to relearn what characters you have? You have to like relearn like how many... That sounds like... I don't know, I tend to be a creature of habit. I will be like, no, I just learned this character, don't make me change. It took me all week to learn just this one character. You have no magnetic grass currently. Currently, meaning you might in the future. It seems fun. I watched this guy that makes miniatures. Not paints them. I mean, he paints them, but like he creates them from scratch. But they're like Pokemon and like they're like nerdy miniatures. And he has like the magnetic grass, and it's super cool. Actually, thinking about it, it's been a while since I've watched one of his videos. I want to go check him out again. He made like this really cool Gyarados aquarium statue figure. He's made scary Pokemon things. He made a Charizard breathing fire and it actually lit up. That one's cool. And I think he made a fuzzy... Did he make a fuzzy Pikachu? I'm not quite sure. He might have. I wouldn't be surprised. He made a fuzzy Pikachu. You seriously cannot wait to finally start it this year? How long is it slated to take? Like, how long do you think this campaign will take? It's at your local shop, though. Oh! You guys are all meeting in person? That's... Wait, hold on. I'm mixing up messages. The magnetic grass is at your local game shop. Ebby. Both Keisha and Ebby have green names. Each character has just a little card to tell you what they do. It's very, very simple. It's not like each character is very crazy and depth or anything. They literally have a single sentence of what their effect is or two. So like playing Munchkins? Like playing Munchkins? Something like that. You suppose so? Yeah? Speaking of Munchkins. Or maybe too early speaking of Munchkins. Maybe not. Play one character, says when they kill an enemy, they heal one. So just special rules. Okay, so it's just like special benefits and perks that aren't too complicated. That's fair. Easy peasy. Pretty simple stuff. I still have not gotten into roleplay. I saw at one of the conventions that we were at that we have the Avatar The Last Bender roleplay books. Do you guys know about that? I see that it's not on the store, and I think I asked about it, and it's like, I don't remember, but I think it's like only for convention shows. But like, they're really pretty. They're really intricate. But it's like, yeah, you believe you heard news of that? Yes? Yeah. They're not on the website. but I saw that they were at conventions, and I'm just like, wow. You're not into role-playing games, so if you heard, you probably had to go in one ear and out the other. That's fair. That's fair, that's fair. Wait, I have to go. Ah! Oh my god. Ooh. What other things? What other things have been going on since the past 2 months? Going back to the Heart of Crown campaign. So we funded in 2 hours, and it's still going strong. Everybody excited about the new things. I know Heather has been going crazy managing all of the questions that's been going on. There's been like a ton of like, it's just been super active, and it's probably gonna keep her busy for like the next week or 2. The team that's been doing the digital version has been working really, really hard on it as well. I know it's gonna be part of Steam Fest. Or actually, let me double check. Let me see. Yes. Sorry. There's like a lot of text. Yes. So the transfer for the digital game was processed within last week, and it... Oh no, what happened? What happened to this page? It's undergoing Steamfest. But it's also got a demo, which is something that I want to try. They've been working so hard on this. Ouch. So Next Fest is currently live. It should showcase on there. I actually want to look at Next Fest. Let me see what else is in here. You started playing Fortnite? You started getting into Fortnite? How are you? Have you done ranked? You completely quit gacha games finally? Good! Good on you! Yay! Fortnite will still take money from you though. Ever so willingly. You have way more board games now in your collection. That's when you realize that board games was the real gacha all this time. Let's see. I'm trying to find... I don't see it. Now broadcasting. Play free demos, watch developer live streams, wishlist your favorites to get notified when they release. Scroll to the bottom for more info. Just explore around, discover your next favorite game. Is it just a list of all the games? Wait. Well, essentially, there's a demo version of the digital that can be played right now. And I'm gonna try it out. That's next week. But I'm also gonna ask Conrad that if I stream it next week, does it mean that it can be played on the stream page? I'll have to message him. Let's see. Role-playing games are fun. You're in 3 tabletop role-play games, 1 in person. Which is better? The ones that are just like online or the ones where you all come together in person? I think it's kind of nice to be able to come together in person, but I can see how you can get more elaborate if it's online and have like little graphics and detailing if like you have a game master that's like really, really into that and like has all that planned out. In November, yeah, started Fortnite thanks to another VTuber community that you're a part of. Oh, you're trash at it? I think I recently got into Fortnite. You don't play shooter games. This would be the first one since Gears of War 2 in college. And you played that one as a co-op with your roommate who wanted someone to play with. I don't think I've played Gears of War. However, you are heavily enjoying it, especially now that it has a really good racing game. Wait, are you playing Fortnite but like all the other modes? Rhythm game and Lego World. It's like Minecraft but Legos and easier. There's a lot of things that also needs to be fixed with it too. Like, they recently added pings in there. You're not a fan of the Battle Royales? I kind of like it because I used to play PUBG, right? I used to play PUBG, but I'd only play PUBG when I hated myself. So that tells you how much I was good at PUBG. I wasn't. So if I just felt like hating myself that day, I'm just like, well, sounds like it's time for some PUBG, and then just play it, and then like massively just not win anything. With Fortnite, I'm actually a little bit capable. I'm actually a little capable person, so I kind of enjoy Fortnite. One D&D game, you're a level 6 fighter champion called Jund. You got great hammer, electric pole weapon, heavy armor. We fought demons and a dragon. That sounds like classic. That sounds like a classic. Generally we play zero build. I play zero build. I've never played on build. I have no idea how to build. Just battle royale mode with no build. Yes. Let's see. You used to watch battle royale games because you love the idea of that kind of chaos. 100 people, giant map, try to be the one to survive somehow, but never actually played them because shooting games. So this is your first one. Are there battle royale games where it's not a shooter? Are there battle royale games where it's not a shooter? Because I'm just thinking about it in sense of like, it'd be really cool if there was a battle royale game that was like, you know that I think it was like a Korean drama on Netflix. Was it called Alice? Was it Alice Beyond the Borderland? Beyond the Boundary Alice or something? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The Alice Borderland something in the Borderlands. Alice in the Borderlands. You love the tactical nature of games like Overwatch and Valorant and other hero shooters because you play a defensive character. You like support. It has been since November. So you're okay with it now. You still suck at aiming sometimes. Oh, this is fine. I panic. You guys know I panic way too easily. So when I play the shooty game, it's just like, ah, person, panic mode turns on, spray and pray. So you like something more focused and team-based with abilities and pros and cons strategy. You like watching those as well, but never played. I don't understand MOBAs. Tetris 99. You're right! Tetris 99! The Fall Guys? You're also right. Fall Guys. Yeah, Fall Guys. Fall Guys seems silly in comparison to, like, Fortnite. Yeah, I guess taking away guns makes it that much of a drastic change. Let's see. You run a space adventure online. The system is Coriolis. It's set in space. The players are infiltrating an evil corporation who are planning to monopolize miracles by extracting iconic energy from poor people stuck in VR worlds, experiencing death over and over. Is this like the Matrix? They're stuck in the VR, they're stuck in the Unreal, and then they're being harvested? What? You have Stormtrooper aim. So, if you can be helpful without having to get a ton of kills, good. That's me. I'm a very good distraction. Anytime I play Fortnite, I'm a very good distraction. I don't know why it is, but they love shooting at me. I don't know if it's the way I move in game that kind of tips them off of like, ah, this one is the bad player. Let's shoot this one. But it just seems like they always know. They always know, and it's kind of funny because instead of going for me, they should go for the person that's actually giving them damage and hurting them. And then they get downed because I was, you know, dancing too much in front of them that they, you know, they were just heavily distracted by me that whoever I'm playing with could totally just down them. Only MOBA you put real time into is Smite. I've heard Smite was interesting, and I was interested in playing Smite, but then am I confused? There's now kind of some Smite issue where I guess they're making a new Smite and the skin, something about the skins not being ported over. I don't know what's going on with Smite right now, and I've not tried it, but I heard that it's kind of fun. Honestly, you're the same way with the group that you play with. They are so darn good at the game that you barely contribute much. You mean shooting at the enemy is still, you know, giving them cover fire or blocking off enemy escape routes. Yes. Sometimes I'm not even doing that. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm just like loot gathering. I'm just gathering loot or healing myself in a bush. I contribute nothing. I'm not even shooting. I contribute being spotted by the enemy first and then screaming. I'm just like the siren alarm. Enemy, enemy, enemy. Ah, I'm down. Ping, 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 ping. But generally you hold support for the team in Fortnite. You're always scouting for bullets and shields and health kits, and if they get hurt, you throw it at them, and if they need ammo, you throw it at them. Yeah, because I'm such a massive loot goblin, I always have like a crap ton of ammo, and they always ask me for ammo. I think the only time I've not had ammo is the very few times where I'm forced to use a sniper rifle for challenges. And then other than that, I'm like loot goblin central. It's just like that, except instead of robots trying to live, it's a corporation trying to get power and money. I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched The Matrix. I'm being honest, I didn't know what the story of The Matrix was. It's robots trying to live? Is that the story of The Matrix? So it's like The Matrix meets, Ready Player One, right? Because it's like a corporation that's in control of whatever this virtual reality is, and then they're just like harvesting them. You play a defensive character that has tripwires and cameras, so it's information gathering. This is for Smite? Do Smites have cameras? Fortnite doesn't have cameras. I don't think. That sounds really interesting. Pretty dark as well. Sucking miracle energy. Sucking the miracle energy out of poor people, I think is what Ebby said. Smite 2 is coming out and skins aren't coming, but they are doing something for existing players, plus Smite 1 isn't going anywhere. Yeah, this is true. Smite 1's not gonna go anywhere. So it's fine. You can just keep playing Smite 1. The funny thing is, you're pretty... Actually, Smite 1, how long has Smite 1 been around that, like, there's so many skins out? Right? I wonder if Smite 2 will have a lot of heavy improvements. The funny thing is, you're pretty darn good if you're playing solos. You suck at teams, but that should make it easier, because then you have more people watching your back. Largely because they're so much better. No, see, that makes it better! Then they cover your back. That's fine. I know Nian, yeah. She's a huge sniper fan. So what we're playing with her... you try to make sure we get her a sniper. She is so cracked. I hate using snipers, man. And especially in the new season, the drop-off is like, a lot of the guns have drop-off. And it's so weird, because now it's like, now I need to aim super high above all of their heads. I have to like guesstimate where it is. Wasn't like that before. But yeah, now you're actually not too bad. But I'm not a Fortnite guy. My sniping is far range shooting sucks. But if they're close, I could take them out easy. I'm that type of person. So like my team complains about me because I like to try to close up fighting isn't great for me. I'm capable of doing it, but I panic, right? The fighting style is that of a panicking chicken flapping its wings, and you don't know what's going on because feathers are flying all over the place, dust is being kicked up, and there's a lot of screaming and shouting. Okay? That's my fighting style with up-close Fortnite combat. If I win or lose, it's kind of a toss of a coin on whether I like flapped and flailed hard enough. Okay? I tend to prefer, obviously, the longer range shooting, and I tend to snipe. But I don't snipe with a sniper rifle. I actually hate using the sniper rifles, because they don't shoot fast enough for me. I snipe with all of the AR guns. So, like, all of the AR guns, I use those as if they were sniper rifles. Because it allows me to just go pew 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 pew, like to spam the shoot. So I snipe with those. So like even if they're like miles and miles away, like on the island, if I have a good enough scope, I could totally snipe them and just be an utter nuisance to them, right? I think there was one time there was like a red dot gun. There was a gun called a red dot, and I was out snipering somebody that was actually using a sniper. They were using a sniper and they kept trying to shoot me and miss, but I kept pinging them with my red dot. I was just like, ping. Oh, that one was 57. Ping. Oh, that one was 32. Ping. Oh, we got another one for like 78. The big bad is all about neoliberalism and everyone worshipping him as a corporation messiah. Ah. Is that like... I was about to say something without like fully understanding the context. I was about to say, isn't that just Walmart? But I also don't understand the context, so it probably wouldn't be a good joke to land. Don't laugh! Don't laugh! I don't know the context! It was just the first thing that popped into my head! I can't make a joke! I can't make a joke if I don't understand the context! If I... They're gonna blow his miracle factory. They're gonna blow it all up. No more miracles for you. You'll offer them one last devil's deal. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Sounds awesome, Ebby. You're using weird AI art for the lower parts of the factory. It's full of weird humanoid creatures and a mini-boss called the Sculptor. I like how ominous that sounds. And the many implications that could possibly be. The sculptor, the idea of the sculptor kind of reminds me of, you know in Little Nightmares? Is it the second one? Where there's that guy that is like on the ceiling messing with all the mannequins? That's what I kind of imagine the sculptor to be like, where like he's messing with things. He's like a doctor, right? He's like a doctor, but he makes non-doctor-like things. Like he's just like not good. 8 arms and many implements to sculpt new abominations. Yeah, I imagine him to be a creation of abominations, but like in a doctor-esque mindset. Like he thinks he's doing good, but he's just a freak of nature that is like creating these abominations. Yeah, that's what I imagine the sculptor to be like. Something like that. A mix between where are my alerts? OBS, why are you broken? Where are my alerts? Welcome in, Homeland Security. Where are my alerts? Hold on. I told you everything is broken. I'll have to look at that. Welcome into the cafe. I hope you enjoy your stay. The US Homeland Security follows you. Oh no. Was I talking too much about was it the Walmart? Was it not knowing the story of the Matrix and never seeing any Matrix movie? Was it the what else have we talked about just now? Was it the fact that I'm streaming on a dumpster fire of a setup right now that likes to crash every instant? Like literally after stream, when I stop stream and I close OBS, it's going to crash and it's going to tell me, hey, your OBS didn't close properly, and it makes me afeared for all of my OBS settings. You like ChatGPT to teach you Excel formulas? Really? I've tried ChatGPT, and then I've tried to use it, and then I get... Is it weird that I get too lazy to use ChatGPT? Like, it's kind of a hassle for me to have to, like, go to ChatGPT and like talk to ChatGPT. Is it weird that I'm like too lazy? Like, give me an easier way to talk to I don't want to have to like log in and do all this other stuff. You like how it explains it how it works? That would be so like I would have needed that when I was trying to make some graphs and charts and Excel formulas. Do you know how many YouTube videos I had to watch? I had to watch so many YouTube tutorial videos trying to find a formula for this thing that I was trying to make. Do you know how much I had to do? How many videos I had to go through? And then like all of them weren't covering a formula that I needed? And you're telling... Pardon. Wait, let me get some water. Oh dear. No, I'm fine. I have water. Alright. A lot of the videos didn't cover the thing that I needed. I had to watch so many tutorials. Let's see. It is true that playing a tabletop RPG online, you get to do some crazy ideas. You still love your in-person D&D game with a classic storyline and a simple fighter character. We all have lots of laughs. I've heard a lot of crazy stuff with role-playing games. I've not played them, as I've said many times. You'll hear me say that like hundreds of times until it actually happens. You'll be the first to know. When I actually play a roleplay game, tabletop roleplay, I will like talk about it. For sure, for sure. But until then, you will hear me say hundreds and hundreds of times how I have never done tabletop roleplay yet. Unless you count Munchkins. And Munchkins does not count, because the whole premise of Munchkins is that they take away all of the roleplay elements so that you could just play the dungeon crawling. Where was I going with this? Oh, I've heard a story, like I've had a friend tell me about how like they one time wanted to, like somebody like got hurt on their travel, on their journey adventure, and he asked the game master if he could laugh at him. He wanted to laugh at him and roll. And so he rolled. Is the term roll for initiative for laughing? And I think he rolled a 20. He rolled a 20. And so the DM said that he laughed so good that the heavens split apart so that God could laugh with him. Pointed the finger at his other comrade in the party and point and laugh with him. It just sounded so ludicrous. But I want to know what that's like. But we've also seen my dice rolling skills. I don't dice really well. I probably would fail all of the initiative rolls. You're a player in the D&D game? Are you having a coughing fit? Or are you muted? I was muted. Yeah, I muted because I was having a coughing fit. Dying. You just tell ChatGPT, if I have information is X and I need it to compare information and Y, then make a new list. I needed to... What was the thing I needed to do? I needed to grab information and then pull it into a new sheet and organize it by if they've done different products and titles, and have a drop-down menu to pull up if they've done this and this. If they are this and this. And if they've done... I don't know. Well, the point is, I've made the sheet. And then It will create the formula and explain how it works. That sounds like a miracle worker. I love that. I will have to look into ChatGPT again. Something interesting happened a little while ago. You posted on Twitter about finally getting Blade Rondo in with a picture of the special edition box in all the games, and Pawn liked the most, the lead artist, and Pawn liked the post. You're extremely surprised? Yeah! For example, this is a question I asked. In Sheets, I need to filter out information from column B if column C contains no tax ID on file, and column E is 600 or more. My brain has been lost. You took me out into the forest and abandoned me, and I saw a house made out of cookies and scones, and you never returned, and I am completely lost, but I am consuming some cookies and brownies and candy cane sticks. You have lost me so much and I fear that I was not paying attention on the way to this cookie house, and I shall never return. I shall never ever return. But yes. Can't I just have like an application I can download? Wait. ChatGPT. Login. Do I have a login? Welcome back. How do I don't wanna... I don't want to sign up. Create your account. Closes the window immediately. I guess I will make one. Use CapCut to auto-generate your captions for a short you just made. Wait, CapCut can auto-generate. Oh, wait, what? Wait. I have CapCut. Hold on. Or I think I do. That's the video editor on the phone, right? Oops. Video. Yeah, CapCut. It can auto-generate subtitles? I have been logged out. I hate things that require me to log in. Template. Edit. Text. AI writer. Is it the AI writer? It was great and really accurate. Is it AI writer? Let AI write your scripts. Generate scripts according to your ideas. Convert scripts into captions. Convert your script to video captions automatically. Narration script? Narration script? Wait, how do I... What? Auto cap. Oh, there's an auto caption button. Auto caption? This one. Start. Creating auto caption. Play. You know what? I don't think there's anything spoken in this video. I tried to auto caption a video that has no audio in it. Hold on, let me find another video. What about this one? I don't think that's a video of me looking at birds. What about this one? Auto text edit. Text. Auto caption. This one. From video, voiceover, start. Saved you so much time? I bet! Captioning takes such a long time. It even elected keywords and highlighted them. You know how all the YouTubers do? But editing on the phone seems like such a pain. Why does that say part 2? Wait, what is this? What is being said in this video? Is anything being said in this video? Did I find another video that has no audio? Hold on. It just says part 2. It just generated the words part 2 in this video. I'll play with this a little bit. I'll have to mess with it. CapCut has a desktop. Really? I'll have to look at it. Looks a lot like a normal video editor. Hey! Oh my god! I'll have to look into that. Because I've just been having it on my phone. And testing it out on my phone. But now knowing that... I'll mess with it. You've been doing a lot more video shorts then, Matt? Have you been posting a lot? I'm starting to get hungry. I'm now thinking about the food video. You returned with cereal! What kind of cereal? You've made a couple more food videos? Yeah, I was like thinking about your food videos. I'm just like, You started your podcast? Podcast? What do you talk about on your podcast? Food. It's not food, right? You don't talk about food on your podcast. Right? Because it's not like we can talk about food forever. For ages. You started streaming a bit? More often as well over my break? Really? You guys are like, you guys are doing things. Mostly dungeon crawler roguelikes. One step from Eden. Nerd stuff. This one was just a catch-up, but games, anime, and nerd stuff. You want to have guests to talk about AI and other internet culture stuff. Absolutely, that'd be interesting. What is it called? The name is very important. I think the best podcasts are the ones that have, like, really good thematic names. Seemingly, a lot of them tend to be better if they are like puns. Like. Under the table. I love that. No, that's great. That's brilliant. That's so brilliant. Wait. Tell me the reasoning for the name. Tell me the reasoning. Explain to me the thought process and the reasoning. Because that is actually a really good name. That is such a good name. I love it. Nerd stuff. Games, anime, AI, internet culture. How did you get to under the table with that? Are you guys talking about like hot takes? Keep this under the table. I've tried to think about some podcast ideas, but the name always gets me stuck because, like, you do need a catchy name. You do need a really catchy name. I know I tend to be salty. But I don't know if people use salty the same anymore. It's a dumb inside joke. A friend, when he was being potty trained, would go under the table to use it. But also, it's just supposed to be like a bunch of friends who just stay in and gaming. Kind of like being in the basement, but it's a table. That reference, the inside joke reference. Definitely not what I was thinking, but I suppose it gets the other general points across. Usually under the table, the phrase under the table is for like something schemy is going on and it stays under the table. Like when you say like when you're commissioning somebody freelance or something and you don't want it on the paperwork, so you just like, this is they paid me under the table, right? Something that's undocumented. You know, there's a lot more meaning connotations than like when person was potty training, they pooped under the table. Like there's a lot more like connection and weight, and then it's just like, oh yeah, friend was shy, pooped under table. It's like, it's supposed to be like off the record, right? Off the record speaks, which is why like it would be such a perfect title if it's like you're talking about like hot takes or like other things like that. It's like off the record, you know, keep it under the table, keep it like hush hush sort of thing. You're pretty sure you'll say unhinged things as well. To be frank, most of the things he does should be kept off the record. Yeah. That's fair. That is fair then. I guess. Oh my goodness. I just realized we've spent an hour and 30 minutes just catching up, just having fun and talking. I haven't even talked about like this month's schedule. I mean, I briefly mentioned that. I briefly mentioned that for right now, I am having like streams once a week until I figure out what the new normal is for streaming. We do plan to talk about AI and mental health on Twitch and stuff. You don't want to do drama, but also talk about fringe. Fringe? 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 Oh, do you cringe? Wait, where's C? Do you mean cringe? Getting sidetracked is our normal. It is our normal. Listen, it's been so long, okay? We needed to catch up. We needed a long, good catch up. Outside of the norm. A lot of... there's been a lot of drama. There has been. It's been a roller coaster ride. A little bit. Even especially like the past 2 months. You also bought some online art while you've been gone. Really? Really, really, really? Is it like logo for your podcast? Or sorry, names. The names getting mixed up. Ebby, you got art. Not podcast. Matt has the podcast. I'm like, I need to learn to just read the names as opposed to rely on the colors. What art did you get? Speaking of, you want to get some disc plates of whatever they are called? The metal posters? I've thought about some. I've seen some designs that are really cool that I kind of like. It's a bit racy, but mostly cute. Clown themed. You like clowns? I think. Let me think. There are some nice clown VTubers. Do you watch clown VTubers? There's 2 off the top of my head that I can think of. 3 maybe? 2. No, 3. There's 3. There's 3 I can think of. There's obviously, hold on. There's obviously, what's her name? Is it Polka? Polka from Hololive. And then I believe Idol has a clown. She wears orange. She has green hair and wears orange. And then if you want to go super indie, and not corporate, I know there's Bonk. Bonk is a clown. She's really great. She's adorable, and she also draws, and she's super funny, and she panics a lot just from existing. So if you like supporting indies, you should go check out Bonkadoo. Way ahead of you, Aki. Already changed your color for me. Do all of you guys like green? Is that your favorite color? I can totally just like focus on like you don't need to change your color if you like being green. If you like being green, you can stay green. I red is your favorite color? Okay. 1 or 2. You watch Camilla now and again. Ow. Oh, she's a clown? Wait, is she a clown? I associate her with like a succubus. She's a clown? Is she a clown? She's an imp clown. I just assumed she was a succubus. Or some, you know, some sort of demon creature. Dude, she's adorable. I mean, I've seen her. I know she exists. I just didn't know she was a clown. Now that I've seen it, now that I'm like looking at her design and I'm seeing the triangles, I see it now. But I didn't before. I totally didn't before. But now I see it. I just thought she liked diamond shapes. I just thought she liked diamond shapes. Imp. But also clown. Yes. The color really doesn't matter to you though. But if it helps you see better, then you'll change it. It's like I'm trying to skim read really fast so that I don't get backlogged on chat because I get distracted, right? I talk about a lot of things and that can cause me to like miss chat. So I'm like trying to make sure I read it as fast as possible. So I'm just reading the text instead of the names. So I'm just kind of like associating the colors with what I'm reading. But I will also read the names. Now that you've seen it, you gonna pal world her into Oshi Push? Right? There are complications with that. Yes. Takes a look at the profile. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I would love to. There's just speaking with a lot of, like, having a lot of, like, these meetings that I've had, they've been going on for months, with a lot of back and forth. So it's just taking a really long time. Don't get me wrong. No, I do want to include everybody. I do. I really want to include, like, everybody that has, like, a loving and cultivating community and things like that, so that they could, like, play with each other and things. But there is a lot of communication. That was a joke, no worries. Yeah. We've actually got a couple of indies signed on, and the contracting process takes such a long time. We've got a couple of indies signed on now. One of them is my sibling. Yay! Captain Camille is signed on for it, so I'm excited about that. She's been doing so good. Her new model looks really, really good. Yeah, looks super good. I know they still keep like referring back to the application sheet, so the applications are still open. Even though we originally were wanting to close them in October, they're still open. So if you know anybody, you could recommend them to apply, and they check on the form every so often. They keep referring back to it, and they keep having to like recheck some things. Because there are some that is a bit difficult for them to find information. Like, I think when they showed me the form, there was one of the VTubers that, like, in the section where it asks for email, they just rewrote their name, and there's no email. So there is no way to contact them. There's no way to contact them, and I think they've been trying to find out a way to contact them, but they didn't put the information to contact them. Yeah, so please, links are very important, because I think another issue that came up, which they adjusted the form for, or rather I adjusted the form for, was when it asks for like your socials, like your Twitch channel or YouTube channel, I think I adjusted it to say link instead, like to say like, oh, your Twitch link, because before I think people were just putting their names, and while it should be easy to type in like the name, like Google the name and hopefully it'll come up with the channel or whatnot, or like search them up on Twitch, sometimes that's not always the case and that doesn't happen, or they didn't put the name in correctly. There was one person that like put in just the name, and upon Googling it, it came up with like honey recipes and things like that, and it's like, oh. So it's like, huh, we don't know the socials for this one. But yeah, they keep referring back to the sheet, and so like they're still processing a couple through. Sometimes they go through and they double check ones that like they couldn't find information on before, and they go through it again. So it's still open and available. Did any of your ongoing meetings include updates on adding expansions to the Steam version of Tonto? Yes, we've been actually talking about it. They've been working on it. I think a lot of what's been going on is bug fixes. They've been doing a lot of bug fixes and bug squashes, and they've also been implementing localization. So I think they recently just updated Tonto with a different language option. So it's still being worked on, but it's still a slow process. I think they are yeah, they recently did Korean language build is live right now as of January 26th. So they're still working on it. Yeah. So it's kind of like they've been working on it, but like with updates that I guess aren't as noticeable as the expansions. The prerequisites are still the same, right? Need at least 2 years, artwork, help provided if needed, and content. Yes. Yes. Those are still about the same. I hope they can add the summer vacation expansion soon. That's your favorite one? Yes. I hope so too. You hadn't realized it was big enough in Korea for that to be worthwhile? I think, what are all the languages? There was another language They recently added Chinese into there as well. And then I think they're also working on getting it onto mobile platforms. So like Google and Apple. Because I know those accounts were created so that they could make ports for those as well. So yes. They're still working on it. Also, hello, Dragon. Welcome back. How have you been? How have you been? In terms of the schedule, so obviously today, since it's like the first stream of the month, we're just catching up on things. If there's any sort of particular streams that you guys want, you can let me know. I'm trying to get product in from the warehouse so that I can open them on stream with you guys. Because it's no fair that you guys have Blade Rondo. It's no fair. I want to open Blade Rondo and go through that and do puzzles and whatnot. But next week I'm gonna try to see about playing Heart of Crown. Right now, so the Kickstarter campaign for Heart of Crown is live right now. It funded yesterday. I think it was within 2 hours. Within 2 hours it funded. Yay! I wish we could have watched the numbers go up, but there was a really long meeting that happened on that Tuesday. I wish we could have watched the numbers. That would have been so exciting. And then it's currently we timed it so that it's at the same time as the Steam Fest. So the digital team that's been working on the digital game for that, they've been working so hard on it. I got to see a lot of the early versions and things like that. It should be participating in Steam Fest, in which the demo is available to play. So if you are curious to try the digital version of Heart of Crown, definitely give it a try. It's supposed to be up for a week. I don't know if the demo will still be available next week. I'm hoping that I'll still be able to play it next week. But definitely try it out. Stress test it. Play with all the cards. Look at all the fancy stuff. Give it a try. What is this? Please do. The lore of Blade Rondo is super sad and tragic. It's so Dark Souls type. Maybe if I have time one of these streams, I'll do a solo run with you guys, and you guys can help me out with that. And hopefully I won't die. But according to Keyjoy, I will die. A horrible, horrible, horrible death. What else? What else? Oh yeah. If the demo's still alive next week, I'll definitely be streaming that. And then the other 2 days, I left kind of open-ended. I'm either gonna do some drawing. I need to see what things I can and cannot show about Oshi Push, because I think I want a lot of the upcoming streams, or any time that I can, to be talking about and showing like the stuff of Oshi Push, because I know I've been like really excited about it and I've been promoting it a lot, and I say promoting it a lot, but I've not been talking about it a lot or as much as I want to, because I don't know what is okay to show and what's not okay to show yet, since everything's under development and we do have like license approvals to deal with. But I think early development things should be fine. Early development things should be fine. And eventually playtesting. But I also don't know how to play Tabletop Simulator. I've used it a fair bit, but then I don't know how to like pick up things. I know shuffling is you shake the deck violently and things like that, but a lot of other things I'm still very new to. Let's see. Death is inevitable. You have to cheat death in the solo mode. You won once only because you were lucky. 20 muses, shuffle them and flip one up. Fight her, beat her, flip another. The 5 you had to fight weren't able to terribly counter you. But yeah. see here. We have, what is it? I have so many, like, concepts of the template that I want to show. But I don't know if that's something that I should just keep to the Patreon, since they're, like, a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's a weird balance. It's a weird balance trying to figure out how much should be behind the Patreon and how much I should show publicly. I would love to show everything publicly. I want to show everything publicly. Did I already show you the PowerPoint? I showed you the pitch. I'm pretty sure I did. I went through the pitch already and explained the game and how it works and how it plays. But I should do more posts about it. I want to do more posts about it. You did? I did. I can talk about it forever and ever and ever. The playtest session was really interesting to watch because that playtest lasted like 2 hours and 30 minutes and everybody was having so much fun. I observed and I didn't tell them anything or how to play or whatnot. I just observed the chaos ensue, but they had so much fun with it and they really, really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of like shenanigans that happened. Pretty good stuff. I wanna do some playtesting with you guys. I think that'd be really good as well. And then if you guys help out with playtesting, that would also be really good, because we always welcome playtesting and notes and all that other stuff, and balancing and making sure that the game runs as smoothly as possible. Would love to. I am eternally grateful. Playtesting is tricky because playtesting, even though it says play in the word and you're playing a game, it is for all intents and purposes working. And so a lot of people don't want to do that. It's weird. I find it fascinating. I find observing playtesting and stress testing interesting, but I know that it's also work. Maybe I just enjoy work. Maybe I just enjoy work. Maybe I have no chill and I just don't have a relaxed mode and I just like working on things. Or maybe I'm not working because I'm just observing and taking notes. I'm not doing the hard part. I'm observing. I'm not doing the hard part. I mean, I could. I've done playtesting where I'll play the game and then I'll try to break it. Happy to sign NDA if needed. Yay! For real? Like, for real? Wait, do you have people to play with, Ebby? Do you have people to play with? Because I could totally give you access. Definitely? Do you have people to play with? You have a few? Okay. Who may play? Who may play? I'll ask if I can start sussing out playtesters. I would love to observe though, and then take recording. So that way I can take notes and send them to the game designers. And hopefully if the recording session is not 2 hours and 30 minutes long for a single game, they can also see that as well. Right now, the rulebook, the issue right now is that the rulebook, it's written out and it's in like the early draft stage where it's just like a Word document, right? So there's not a lot of diagrams. They have basic diagrams for like the card layout and things like that, which is not up to date. It's not accurate. But it's missing a couple of other diagrams, right? That like, so some issues that came across in the last playtest that I observed, I knew would be solved with diagrams that I expect to be in the rulebook when it's laid out graphically. But there's a couple of other notes that I need to write up for the game designers so that they have that, and if there's ways to fix it. But they've done a really good job. They've done a really good job with the rulebook. It has not gone through proofreading yet. That's also another thing. So if anything are a bit rough around the edges, it has not gone through our awesome overlord proofreader, that is like super good at making all of the rule books really great and easy to digest, and consistent. So it's not gone through that. You and your friends online played Kamagami Battles and they loved it. That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. I might do that in the stream discussion. I might situate that for like discussions of like development of the game. I'll definitely be more active now that I'm in a lot of the development process for this project, since it's like passion project, pet project. I'm working a lot on it. Basically, is what's going on. On Tabletop Simulator, you really like translated all of the information into Tabletop Sim? That's crazy. It's crazy. But also, that makes you a Chad. That makes... A lot of the information, I think, the game gets updated. The Tabletop Sim mod gets updated quite frequently because that's what the game designers use to playtest. You have a confession? What? What, Kijor? What confession do you have? I made a PowerPoint, by the way. I made a PowerPoint, Kijor. I made a PowerPoint, trying to research a bunch of the rarities of a bunch of other card games and way shorts and things like that. Also, if you guys didn't already see it, I posted it on my Twitter, but I did get interviewed, by Joe. I did get interviewed. I was a big nervous wreck, but that was a lot of fun. And we talked a little bit about my origin story and the game project. Yeah, you watched the interview? Nervousness ensues. Let me see here. You have a confession. You think? I think one wanted to buy it after playing it. Really? They were thinking about it. They were thinking about it. You guys gotta come together and play it. You helped the guy. You watched the interview? Who did the Tabletop Sim version of the comic? Really? That's amazing! You saw the interview too? You were great? I was super nervous. I was really nervous. I've never interview and speaking in words. You guys hear me speak all the time. You guys hear me speak all the time, and I'm just like, hello? Yes. You brought Kamagami into your game store as well and played it there. Your friend just started up their own board game shop and your friends? Your friend? You have a friend that has their own board game shop and venue? That's amazing! Yo! Have they applied to the Japanime Partner Program, the JPP? I'm sure Emma will take good care of them. Where is it located? But also, Kizer, I made a PowerPoint of the rarities that I need to share with you, but I also got really nervous about it, and I haven't shared it with you. It's been sitting here. I've been working on it and tweaking it and agonizing it, and the numbers don't make sense because I found out that the white shorts changed their rarities, so I don't know if the rarities that I'm looking at is the same as the one that's up to date. So, like, I don't know if some of my numbers are consistent, because I don't know if I'm referencing the old version or the new version. I'll show it all to you. Let's see. After getting to know you, I was really nervous if we'd get into trouble about that. But apparently a lot of folks do love Kamagami Battles and all and play it there too. I don't know if... I haven't heard anything about a digital version of Kamigami Battles. I think one of the big things that might hold it back is that there's... let me think. Let me look. Hold on. I think it's mostly just like finding someone to do it. Let's see here. You mentioned it, but they said they only get the most mainstream games at the moment. That's fair. Whatever is trending and tracks. I've spoken with a couple of game shop owners and talked to them about like what things they receive in, or what they source or whatever. The where is it located was to Ebby. I'm curious whether the new board game shop is near you. Don't worry, you were wondering about that too. The info you have is about 2020-ish. Yeah. I'll send you the PowerPoints. Now that I've said it on the stream, now I'm committed and have to send it to you regardless of the state it's in. It's in a state. It's in a state. I wanted to try to show off the different kinds of cards. So that I could try to explain, because we're trying to figure out how to do the breakdowns for ours right now, and I'm like studying all of this, and it's interesting. And then there's a lot of numbers, and then they don't publicly show numbers, and it makes me just want to buy cards so that I can also dissect them myself, but also I don't want to do that because then I might get addicted to buying more cards, and then it's a never-ending loop of buying cards. Because I was looking into the One Piece. Ratios, and I was like heavily confused, and I just want to buy a pack. I want to buy a box so that I can look at it because I'm so confused. None of the videos that I watched or any of the text that I read explained how many comes in a pack, and it's literally all about the alternate arts, and that kind of got me confused because I don't know how to write out what percentage or what part or how many per alternate art or what is a slot. I think the easiest one for me to write out was the I think the easiest one was actually Lurkana. Pokemon and Lurkana was like the easiest ratios for me to write out because they are straight up like, we have one slot for this and we have one slot for that. Pokemon is less easy. I think Lurkana was the easiest because it was kind of straightforward. Pokemon was like, oh, we have one slot for this and one slot for that, and we don't share what the rarity is for any of those, but they have an option for this, this, and this, and then they don't say like what the percentages for those are. They're just like, it's either this or this or this. One Piece was like, we have an option for this, but it's per master case, and it might be this, but also if it's an alternate art, then it takes up an alternate art slot and not an SEC slot, and if it's this, then it takes up an SEC slot, and an SP manga alternate is takes up the slot of an SEC, not an AA, even though it's an alternate. I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. Good morning, Cotton. How are you doing? Is there a Japanime distributor in UK? That is an Emma question. Because I know there was. I know there was. I don't know if that's still the case. Happy New Merry Christmas. Happy New Merry Christmas Lunar New Year's. How are you? You got your 4 boxes of Hololive? Yes, I do, but I've mixed them up. Like, I've mixed them up. So I don't know if it's accurate. I have the VOD. I have the VOD that I can like rewatch, but brain. You did send a DM on Discord the breakdown with the rarities. Maybe check that out. Yeah, I watched the video. I watched the video and I read. I watched the video and I copied the notes, but then some things also kept changing. Some things kept changing, and I just want to make sure that I did it right, I guess. Glad to see you today. Yeah. Tomorrow's your birthday, Cotton! Oh my god. Happy birthday! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna eat? What's the food of choice for your birthday dinner? Lunch. Extravaganza. When it comes to the special rarities, you'd probably try to disregard that first. Definitely get the core rarities first. And if you do want to make a special rarity, then figure out what slot it should take and its ratios per box or case. Go. I have to like explain, I have to figure out, I have to pitch rarities, and I want to make it fair, but also like trying to understand some of this. I don't know how the shuffling's gonna be. That's Big Boss Man. He situates that. I say that, but I think Heather has a hand in it too. He figures out the math, and then she gets it done. You will try to play more Japanime games with your friends so they will start to stock them. Yeah! Yeah. Of course. And if they're interested in trading card games, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There's a new game that's being worked on called Oshi Push. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Working on it. Yeah. It's in the UK? There's a UK convention that we're going to. And I think there's a VTuber convention going on in the UK this year. It's their first time. Their first time doing a convention. So I'm kind of curious as to how that's gonna go. You don't know you're going into work for your birthday? No! Working on your birthday? At least treat yourself to something good. I've actually been craving milkshake for like the past 2 weeks now. I want milkshake. But everywhere I go only has ice cream. It's not the same. I mean, it is the same, but it's not the same. Happy early birthday, yes. Was going to celebrate on your next day off. When is your next day off? And what would the celebration be? Can Aki go? Yes, I can wink. 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 Yeah, winking is just the process of closing one eye, okay? I don't need to do a fancy, like, a wink, right? I don't need a wink. Do the head nod and wink, as long as it's just a wink, wink. As long as one eye is closing, that's a wink, right? Do I need to do the head gesture to wink? To be considered a wink? A wink? A wink? A wink? A wink? A wink? Oh, head roll, super mega, wink. Miss you, Blueberry. Hope you have been well. Yes, I have been super well and super busy with lots of meetings. There's actually a very long paragraph essay that I have to write after this stream, to the game designers, based on the notes that I have from the playtest session. So I'm like, I keep looking at the time. I'm just like, how long is it gonna take me to write this 5-page essay? They did actually, they asked you? They did ask you actually? And you said the next big thing is Oshi. There's a lot of card games that are going out. There's a lot of card games. Aside from Oshi Push, I think I've heard there's a lot of card games coming out. All at the same time. But then you said after, it's still being developed. Still being developed. But we're gonna have promotional cards. I'm not talking too much about it because we want to keep all of the focus on the Heart of Crown campaign. But also at the same time, I know you come here for me. Wink. So I'm okay to talk about it. I think. Because you guys know that I've been working on it, and that it's a project that I've been heavily involved in. So, you know, it makes sense for me to talk about it, right? Wink. Wait. Wink. I'm moving too much from my tracker right now. Let's see. Your next day off is Monday? That is so far away. That is so far away. You didn't wink, nudge, nudge. What? Wink? What is a nudge? Nudge, nudge. Nudge, nudge. Nudge, nudge? Nudge? Is the nudge, nudge? Like that? Remember Akiko can stick her tongue out, eat noodles, and spit them out. Exactly. You guys miss that? Do you guys miss that? Do you guys need to be reminded that I can do that? That I repurpose the noodles for you? You guys need to be reminded of noodle repurposing? Re-recycle here. There's a massive slew of TCGs trying to come out. See, Keidra knows. Keidra, can you give me a list of them? Can you give me a list? So many of them die in 3 months? Hopefully, this shan't be the case. We have a lot of lineup. We have a lot lined up. Especially on Kickstarter. Some are trying to legit survive and some are just cash grabs. It's rough. I would hope, I want this to last. I think we have like 4 sets that we're filling rosters for. I want it to last. And I want to have like, kind of like how you can just watch any stream you want. And how the VTuber community is so intertwined. I think it would be so cool to have your Oshi and then have your Oshi versus someone else. Some other Oshi. And then you just be like, this is my Kami Oshi! And it's like, no! This is my Kami Oshi! It's kind of funny because a lot of the... Okay, wait. A lot of the cards right now have just stand-in names that the game designers have used. And so I have to go in and edit a couple of the names to be more thematic. And one of the things right now that's not a game designer name is that Boss Man. Boss Man is currently obsessed with this name that he wants to incorporate into the game, and I'm just like, but why? But why though? And I'm just saying, okay, if there is a weird name in the game, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. No, we good, man. Well, I'm sure with enough VTubers constantly doing their thing, more and more content is being generated and making potentially, making potentially more content for the cards. Absolutely. Oshi Push can sustain itself in a way thanks to that. Yeah, because there's always new stuff coming out. Always new stuff. Even if the game isn't super good, many will want the cards alone because Akiko's on it, or Nyen is on it, or whoever their Oshi is on it. Yeah! Wait! How long has Nyen been streaming? How long has Nyen been streaming? But I guess the trouble comes in if Nyen has a lot of art to work with, because I have to also make a shopping list of all of the art that needs to be ordered and processed for this. Sadly, only a year and a quarter now. Year and a quarter, so it's not too long though. Let me think. If we're releasing one set per... I mean, it will definitely be a future set. We'll have to see. But I totally would love Nyan to be in there. But it was, I don't know if Nyan has a lot of commercial use assets to license out for the project. That's another hurdle. She doesn't have any official art yet. For now, she's mostly been using AI art for stuff. Mude cards too? Mude? What do you mean? Mude? She used Mude cards? How? Mude cards? Aren't Mude cards like of pre-existing people? I was looking at my Mude and I was just like, oh no, wait, I need to look at the Mude stocks. I need to look at the Mude stocks. I'm still playing Mude, but I'm just like, oh wait, are the stocks changing drastically? And I don't think they're changing too drastically from what I see. We have a Mude bot. She uses AI to make custom cards for her in it for us to collect. Oh, wait, you can do that? Mude bot. She uses AI to make custom cards. You can make custom cards. I mean, I know you can make custom cards, but I didn't realize you can have an AI integrate with Mude to make those custom cards. You can make custom cards and add it into your server. Yeah, I've added a couple of cards, or I've seen like a couple of the custom cards. They added in like a Bingus. Even though there's already a Bingus in the Mude library. Because I think the requirements to be legitimately put into Mude was like you had to have an X amount of followers, which was, I think it was like, what? Was it like 250,000 or something? 250,000 followers to be included in official Mude library or something crazy like that. I don't remember. She uses AI art to make the art and she uses it to turn it into a card. Yeah, it's not integrated. Oh, so she manually does it. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I'll show you some in Discord in a moment. Yeah. I know the Discord that I've been playing Mude in, they've been adding in like the smaller VTubers that don't meet the criteria. Some smaller VTubers that don't meet the criteria to be officially included into the Mude library. That's a lot? Yeah, it is a lot. I think that's the amount. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. So like a lot of the smaller VTubers don't get in. So there's like the obvious suspects. Obviously all of Hololive was in there. Obviously Vishoja's in there. And then there's some indies in there. Like like I know Fillion is most likely in there. All those other stuff. She loves doing it. She based it off of the Goddess Story TCG. She plays Goddess Story? She plays TCG? Does she? I wonder... I wonder if I could ask the... I wonder if I could ask my handler if it would be okay to reach out to Nyen? Or to at least look into her. Cause, I think, when is it? What's the roster? What's the set that's being filled out right now? It should be 2 year by the time that set gets released. I'll ask if they can at least look into her. Which is perfectly fine because Goddess Story TCG is not... This is the one that you were upset about. I was about to say, I'm like, isn't that the one that you said is not? You You should, it's, because I also watch Nyan too. I watch Nyan too. We'll see. I'll take a look, and then I'll also ask my handler if they could also take a look, and we'll see. The council has to approve. But yeah, a lot of emails have been sent out. There's been a lot of emails sent out. I think the problem though is that so there's been some emails sent out for those that like applied, and then obviously there's been other emails that's been sent out scouting for those that might not know about the project. But because the email is so long and informative, we've gotten back like some people that say like, oh, I didn't respond to this at first because I thought it was a I thought it was like a robot or something or whatever, and it's just like, huh, how do we're just trying to be very informative about the project. How do we make it sound less like a robot? Alrighty, cool. Well, if it helps, I am a moderator for her and the Discord, so if you also want, I can liaison someone if needed. If she has her email publicly available, they can reach out to her. Email is the best way until they like shared like if email is the best introduction and to get all the information started, and then if they prefer like Discord, then they can connect after the email. Like sending out spam emails. No, but you know, I've accidentally don't tell. I've gotten it fixed, right? Immediately after, but I've accidentally gotten the company account, the company Twitter account. I've accidentally gotten it locked, I think 3 times. I've accidentally gotten it locked 3 times because I'll try to reach out to a VTuber that has no contact information, no email, like business email to reach out to. So then, like, I really want them, so I'll try to reach out using the company Twitter, right? I'll try to reach out using the company Twitter, and I'll try to like send them to my handler who's processing like all of this information. And I keep forgetting that the moment that I include their email onto a Twitter message, Twitter likes to flag it and be like, we are locking your account because we think you're a robot. And then I'm like panicking because I'm just like, oh no. And so I have to do the please test to ensure that you are a human and not a robot test, which is like this really long 8 question long like thing, and I'm just like, please don't get logged. Like, I'm panicking here. I use the, I mean, I guess I could reach out using my own Twitter, but I use the company Twitter because I feel like it's more official to be reached out by the company Twitter than me, but maybe I should just use mine so that it's less of a hazard if I mess up the captcha, the human captcha, and the company Twitter gets logged. I panic so hard. VTubers get so many scam emails. I know they do! I know, which is why it's so difficult. It's difficult for people to legitimate offers to get through. Yeah. I send in like how do you say? The pitch deck, the project pitch deck, to hopefully make it look more legitimate so that they could look at that. It includes the pitch deck. Because I think there was one time, I got a response back where they were like, I thought this was a scam because it doesn't talk about numbers or like the royalties or like any money, financial, blah blah blah. So then I suggested starting to like include the pitch deck with every email so that they can see that information. So all of the information is there, talking about like the investments and the project and what the game is like, the breakdown. Like, we're so thorough about all of the information that now it's like a 5-paragraph essay, which is a lot for people to read. So I don't know if it needs to be condensed down. It is kind of like the same email because obviously it's the same information. So like, but I think maybe it should be condensed down. I think we might have to go through and condense it down a little bit more. Get straight to the point. I think I wrote up the message and I'm very hefty with the words to try to be super eloquent because I'm trying to be super professional. But then that might come off as like being too much of a robot because I'm too like cordial with my words, right? I was just like, how do I sound less like a robot? And people were telling me like, just say like, yo. Yo, wanna be part of this project? Yo, get over here. As opposed to, hello, we are working on this wonderful project called Oshi Push, which contains or is themed around VTubers and blah 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 and yada yada yada, and we wanted this project to include as many IPs as possible, and it has intermixing and it will consist of this and blah 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 and stuff like that. Like I made it super wordy, and I think that's shooting myself in the foot. Don't you never going to beat the robot? I will beat the robot thing. I am. Listen. The company Twitter has not been locked out. I fix it every time. So now I have to send out messages without including the email. I send out messages now without including the email, which is a bit difficult for my handler because basically the pipeline, which is why I prefer having the email, because then it goes straight to my handler's email. It goes straight to my handler's email because the pipeline for reaching out via the social media, right, is that my handler like has access to it, but also they're not the primary that's monitoring it. And so if a response is given on the social media, it gets forwarded to whoever's monitoring it, like the customer service and things like that, and then they have to then forward it to my handler, and my handler receives it. So it's like a huge train, right? The handler receives it, and basically every single time that the social media gets a response, it gets forwarded every time, so it adds a brand new forward each time for my handler. And so like I try to avoid that as much as possible. I don't think any of the VTubers you watch joined up. Aww. But you are a robot? I'm not a robot! I pass the CAPTCHA every time. I proved it. Their CAPTCHAs are super hard, okay? Their CAPTCHAs make me feel crazy. Their CAPTCHAs make me feel super crazy. I don't know why Twitter's CAPTCHAs are so hard. They're not hard. They're just like, they make me feel crazy. Because there was one, the most recent CAPTCHA test that I had to do was like, hey, here is these two symbols, and then please make sure this guy is sitting in this seat that corresponds with these two symbols. And like for 6 pages worth of CAPTCHA, he was sitting in the seat on the very same, like already, without me needing to adjust anything. So it was literally just like, okay, and there was like nothing for me to do, and I was like, am I crazy? Like, is this CAPTCHA working right? He's already sitting in the seat. Like, I didn't need to move him. And I thought I was gonna fail because he was already in the seat and I didn't need to move anything. People don't quite do formal emails like they used to unless it's a Japanese company. I know that, but the emails, I know. No, I know. I technically have an email, but I don't think I show off my email. Like, you guys don't know where to email. You guys don't know where to reach me, right? Other than the Discord, like, I actually have my own email, but I don't show that anywhere. So I am the type of VTuber that my handler gets frustrated over when they're trying to find the contact information, like the business email for some of the VTubers. I am the exact I think I hide mine. Let's see. Okay, Akiko, you got to start getting ready for work. Okay, Cotton, and happy birthday as well. Happy birthday again. Happy birthday reminder. I hope you have a good day on your birthday, even though you're working tomorrow, and I hope you have a splendid birthday on Monday when it is your day off. Love and missed you. Hope you have an amazing day. Thank you. You too. Do you click on the squares where there are like 4 pixels of the traffic light? No. I watched the video that talked about how CAPTCHA works. I know how it works. I know that it doesn't matter if you miss those 4 pixels. What it's actually tracking, what the CAPTCHA actually tracks, is the movement speed of your mouse. So the test actually starts before you even start doing anything. It's more indicative of how you move your mouse, and if the mouse is moved like a human, or if it is straight and consistent like a robot. So, ergo, I just need to waggle my mouse a little bit before actually clicking on anything, and I will already be a human. I know the games. Did you know that? Did you know that? About the CAPTCHA? That the test isn't actually the squares or whatever you're clicking. It's actually how you move your mouse. Well, of course those answers are important, right? Getting the answer right is important, but it's also tracking your mouse. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. Yes, of course, Cotton. I hope you have a good day at work. You also saw that TikTok? Yes. I am now educated on how to trick CAPTCHA. You're really good at flipping the first person pronouns to third person. The I's, the U's, the U's. What do you mean? What are you talking about? When you read comments? Me? Do I just do it naturally? Do I just do it naturally? I didn't think about that. Did I do it really fast? I don't know. I just read it. My brain is tired after talking so fast now. Do you? I think I don't go the other way around though. So when it says, do you click on the squares? I don't do it the other way around. I don't say, do I click? Did I? Not unless I did. But when you guys say I know you guys mean you. But then I don't do it the other way around when you're asking me questions. Do I click? Do I? Man, now I'm gonna be paying attention to how I speak, and then I'm not gonna pay attention and I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget. No, because that would be weird? What do you mean? Which would be weird? If I were to flip the U's with I's? Do I click click on the squares where there are like 4 pixels? It would make sense. Do I click? Loved and missed I. Yeah, I can't do it the other way around. I can't do it the other way. Referring to yourself in the third person. Does Akiko? Hold on. Where's the message earlier? Love and missed Akiko. Hope Akiko have an amazing day. You have to start getting ready for work. Abby? What if I just started saying everybody's names when they say I? Abby would have loved if the whole Ryogen group joined, so Abby could get all the just read it like that. I'll read it like that. But Akiko are a robot. Abby don't think any of the VTubers Abby watch joined up. That's a lot. Actually, Nen is a really reserved and private person, not exactly shy per se, but yeah, I'm not sure if she has any public contact info, but you can still find her on Twitter and TikTok. Yeah, I know Nien is very reserved. I've actually been wanting to talk to Nien, but I'm also very reserved. I'm also very reserved. You guys know this too. I'm very, very reserved. I'm very shy. I mean, even Kijor right now, I just even talked about how, like, I messaged Kijor, I asked him a question, was like, okay, I even said in that same conversation, I will show you the PowerPoint when I'm done. I've been working on this PowerPoint, I have it done, and I have not sent it back to Kijor because I'm too intimidated to send it back to Kijor. So you guys even hear it right now, I'm like too intimidated to send it back to Kijor. But now that I've said it, now I have to. Now that I've openly expressed it, I'm that type of person where it's just like, yes. Panic ensues. So if I haven't responded back, it's not because, like, of any reason you might think. It's literally like, I am very socially awkward and panic. You'll send a word to her? Aw. I think she's working on... Well, I don't know. How long have you been watching Yen? I think you mentioned Yen last time I was asking about it. I think... It's been a while. I think it's been a while. Yeah. 8 months now? Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Let me look at the form. But also, I think I'm coming up to the time where I should... I'm going overdue on stream time. But it's okay, because I miss you guys. But also... let's see. There's just been so much that's been happening. So much that happened since my last stream. So there's like so much to cover. So much to talk about. Cause even like all the new games that came out. There's so many new games that came out too. And you gotta go to work. I'll message you in the Discord about the Mude cards. Yeah, have a good day at work. Have a good day. We'll actually go ahead and get ready to raid. We'll go ahead and get ready to raid. since it's coming up to that time and I still have to write up some messages to the game designers and things like that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Please take care. Yeah. It was really great to see you guys again. I'm so glad that I got to see everybody, all the familiar faces and everything. I've missed all of you guys so much. And I'm hopeful to get back into the swing of things. With the caveat that my system is still very much broken and could totally have a disaster at any time. But we're making do. This is fine. This is fine. It's still broken. Yoboshi push gets moving? Yes! I'm gonna talk about as much as I can every step of the way. I have to wait, I think, like a week or two before I can start, like, full-blown talking about every little minute detail of things. Just because I want to be respectful to the current campaign that's currently going on. Where's... I'm sure there is a lot to do, and Japanime Games is gonna release not gonna release a half-baked game. Yes. We will work really hard. I will work really hard. I need to write up a bunch of this information for the game designers. I will work very, very hard on this and try to figure things out. Got a pedigree to live up to. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. Oops. There you go. They're doing just chatting, I think. Neko Chio. She's very cute. I've seen her around a couple times. You do like that about Japanime? The game feels polished. I'm glad about that. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no worries. I'm so glad to be back, and it's been a long time. It has been a long time. I was really nervous actually coming back. I was really nervous that I was gonna be like, oh god, I'm gonna be super awkward, but we're here and it was really good to see everybody. I'm so glad to have seen like everybody that stopped by. I'm really glad about that. And then hopefully we'll just hang out a lot. We'll hang out a lot. For sure. So the 2 development days are gonna be me trying to show off as much as I can for Oshi Push, or it might be drawing if I'm not allowed to show them yet. But that's basically what's going on. Anyway, thanks for the stream. Yes. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I know it's gonna be a long time and it's still limited streams, but hopefully things will get better and I will update you guys every step of the way. Okay? Bye!